Well, good evening, everybody. Thank you for braving the cold and joining us for our premiere concert this evening. We've got a great crowd, a great group of fifth graders. I've prefaced a lot of what we've done with them over the past couple of days to say that just to notice how much this group has grown and how large it is. It's caused us to have to do a couple of things differently with this concert. So if you've had fifth graders come through before, you might notice as far as how we got out onto the stage here today was a little different. Our rehearsal earlier today was a little bit different, and everybody handled all of the new things and the things that we're going through for the first time very well. So it's a very flexible group, very cooperative group. We're very pleased that everything's gone so well. We're going to go ahead and get started with our program here. We're going to demonstrate a little bit of what we've learned so far in our first couple months of fifth grade band classes. We'll talk a little bit about how our program works, and you'll get to hear a little bit of us playing together. So we're going to open with one of the first tunes that we learned using only 3 notes. This one is called Hot Cross Buns.
Good evening, my name is Mrs. Garvey, and I teach the morning band classes as part of the fifth grade band program. And I want to compliment this group of fifth grade parents because you guys have done a great job getting your students there on time in the morning, no matter what the weather is. So give yourself a pat on the back for that. It makes my job a lot easier to start right on time, so I appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you. The piece that I'm going to conduct first with the fifth grade band is a French folk melody, and it's called Au clair de la lune, and this uses the first 3 notes as well.
So when we started the year out, at least for the afternoon classes that they have, that the students had with me during their music class time, we were able to divide the group into instrument families, which works pretty well to get us solidified on some of the concepts that are applied only to brass instruments, only to woodwind instruments, only to percussion instruments. That was a great start for us. After a few weeks of that, we started settling with the entire group together. We really got to hear this full band sound. And today was the first time they really got to hear the full band. We came here for a rehearsal this afternoon, as I mentioned before. Our largest class in one of the elementaries is, I believe, in the high 40s as far as number of students. This is 135 at one time on stage. So it's quite an exciting moment to hear that for the first time, and they're all doing a very nice job adapting to that. Another familiar tune coming up next, Mary Had a Little Lamb.
started band way back in 5th grade, one of my favorite things to do when I learned a song was to actually mess around with it and make it my own, either adding notes or changing rhythms and making it cool, what I thought was cool. And what we have here is actually in our book. They take Mary Had a Little Lamb and they add syncopation to it. So instead of playing our notes right perfectly on the beat, they change it around, and I think that's going to be pretty obvious here. So this song is called Mary Had a Cool Lamb.
The next one you're going to hear from us, this one is called Duet Like This. This is the first time that we got to experience different lines of music happening at the same time. What you'll hear a little bit later on in the program from the 6th grade and the jazz band, lots of different lines going on at the same time. This is kind of like a preview of that sort of experience. We did this a number of different ways in our classes as far as who was going to be playing what line. Pretty simple at its root. It's just 2 different lines happening, and we're just going to divide the group down the middle. You'll hear kind of a stereo effect as one group plays one thing on one side and then shifting to the other side. This one's called Duet Like This.
Down by the station is the fanciest piece that we are going to do, or one of the fanciest pieces, because this has all 5 notes that we've learned so far. The first few tunes we play for you have 3 notes each, and this song adds 2 more so that we have a wider range. You're going to see the clarinet players using all buttons on the front. Flute players are really changing around a lot. If you can see all the way back to the trombone section, they're going to be using almost all the positions available to them. And our instruments with valves are really working a lot. Percussion, they're looking all over the place to make sure that they've got all those keys right in line with their sticks. So this is definitely a challenge when we learn this one in class. So this is Down by the Station. Okay, adding on to what you just heard there, this is going to be another one using those same 5 notes. We spent a little time in our classes talking about what has to happen when we're skipping notes. When notes are going in the order, the scale, in the order that we learned them, the sound comes to our ears a little more quickly. It's a little easier to navigate on the instruments. This one makes use of a lot more skipping over notes, so we were able to identify those. It helped us with to really solidify our note reading a little bit stronger with this one too, while using all 5 notes that are available to us. This is the last one you're going to hear from this group today. Just to know what's coming, our classes of course continue after this.
Our book moves on into another chapter, going into new concepts, faster notes, different ways of starting our notes, all different kind of concepts. So when you hear from us in May, the next time, there'll be a whole new spectrum of sounds that we're able to make as we continue to meet twice a week and get better at these instruments. So this last one you're going to hear from us, this one is called Some Folks Do. Thank you very much. We look forward to sharing lots more with you as the year goes on. At this point, it's such a large group, and we started doing this way a couple of years ago. Rather than block off an entire section of prime seating, we're going to take a moment while we set the stage for the next group, give these guys a chance to find you out in the seats. After, when we're all done, the cases and the coats you can go find in the cafeteria. We have a great show going on from here with the 6th grade band. It's going to be a couple minutes to set up between groups.